Welcome back to the Steps Iron podcast. Honest conversation, unfiltered opinions, stories you won't hear in a briefing room. Subscribe now and hear the side of service no one talks about, but everyone remembers. I'm your host, Tim Hunsaker, and I have my co-host here with me, Eric Hunter.
What's up, guys?
And Nassim Johnson.
What's going on? What's going on?
And today's topic that we'll be talking about is what's a recruiter myth or boot camp rumor that just won't die?
Before we dive into the comments, I'd like to just kind of discuss the inspiration for this one. It kind of comes from work a little bit because, especially in the recruiting world, you always get those myths that everybody comes out, that thing you have to squash, being like, oh man, if I go to war, I'm going to go to war, I'm going to get killed, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Basic training, scary, stuff like that. Like, oh, am I going to get tased? Like, only the MPs gets tased. Like, calm down. So that's kind of what inspired this question, on top of, those classic basic training stories that we all know and love. And we just had to include those because, let's face facts, some of those are funny.
Yeah. I'm trying to think now, though. Honestly, I don't know if I can really recall a myth personally, like myself, that I really encountered. I don't know.
I mean, I definitely have heard, like, one of our let's go into the top comment. Let's talk about that one.
Yeah, let's
because this is one that I have heard since I graduated basic.
Yeah.
Stress cards. Our top comments with 71 upvotes. Stress cards. Older vets always talk about them, yet nobody has ever shown pictures or provided proof they exist. Right? And like this was a hot topic. There was a lot of freaking conversation going back and forth on this one. Definitely for me, I don't even know the first time I heard about it. I just know I heard about it. I remember this. It's one of those discussions that came up all the freaking time, and like nobody could ever talk about, because like when I came to the unit, they were like, "Yeah, you probably got stress cards, didn't you?" I didn't even know what the hell they were talking about. But then when I was coming on in the years, they were like, "Yeah, I hear they're getting stress cards now." And then like people would be coming out of basic, and I'd be like, "Hey, did you get stress cards?" Like, I don't care. I just want to know at this point. I need to know if it's true or not. Yeah, and they'd be like, "No, but I heard those guys did, or these guys did." And so then I'd meet one of those guys or these guys. Like, I heard the 88 Mike's got them. I'd meet an 88 Mike, and I'd be like, "Hey, man, did you get stress cards?" They'd be like, "No, but I heard the 12 Bravos got them." It's like, no way in fuck the 12 Bravos got them. Like, the fuck? Like, but.
Yeah, it's that one in particular is just some shit I kind of ignored. But yeah, I have heard of that. I've definitely heard of that before. I think that might have been post-basic, though. That might have been something pushing it, how they were doing it.
I mean, I've definitely heard about it from people at basic training, but I feel like the rumor was started by somebody in the Air Force, if I just had to be honest. Because the Air Force has something similar, but not quite the same, where, like, if you do something good, then you can get recognized for it from, like, one of your drill instructors.
Yeah.
But the stress card thing...
They call them MTIs.
Definitely nobody can confirm that
Oh, is
stress
that really
cards
what
have
it's
ever actually exist yet. Yeah.
Okay. I had definitely heard about the Air Force thing, like where you could get like merits or whatever for doing good. I never knew what they were actually called.
Get
I
a little
just
star.
Get a little star.
Get you a little gold star. not that we're judging the Air Force or anything. It's just
totally not judging them. No, absolutely not.
It's just a different world than what we came from, where like doing good is just simply what's expected of you.
Oh my God, that was like some virtue signal shit. Right there, just doing good is the standard. So
I mean, yeah, like
with the standard,
like 15 minutes prior to the 15 minutes, like that's what's if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late, like that kind of crap.
It is a culture thing, though. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah, but going like some of the conversations, these guys are just kind of reading through some of the comments in that discussion under the stress cards. They're kind of talking about like. Went to basic in 01. People said that they were a thing back then, but we never had them. Like, I went through basic in 11, 12. Wasn't, God, dang, don't hit me like that. Wasn't a thing then. Like, you went through basic in, 20...
We ain't worry about that.
That's wild.
Continue.
That's wild.
You went 2019, guys. No,
yeah,
18.
I was going to say 2020. I was like, you little baby.
Nah. I beat COVID. You feel me?
Yeah. And they weren't a thing then either. So, like, I mean, everybody always says, I don't know, everybody always tries to minimalize the struggles that current generations are going through. Yes. And say, oh, my time was harder. I had to walk to school uphill both ways in the snow, like stuff like that.
But it is true. There is like a little correlation for it.
I mean, yeah, there's
Speaking of
always.
which, funny as hell. I think that might have incited the Secretary of War, shit like that. Funnily enough, I think that might have been.
I mean, in one of the comments, somebody actually does drop a link as proof to the story, and it is a link to something the Secretary of War talked about.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's crazy. That's crazy. I did not know that.
And the original commenter had a lot to say about that, which was pretty great. Just said, not sure I trust the Secretary of War saying that stress cards were given out, but yeah, maybe something came out.
Yeah, because you know he's gonna use that
stress
shit.
cards, but
Oh, yeah.
not exactly. Definitely still a myth.
Yeah. I mean, it's 100% a myth. Not one we can squash here. We ain't MythBusters, so we ain't trying to do nothing like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's just fun topic, I guess. Yeah. So no, that one's definitely a myth that I feel like everybody's heard of, but pretty sure it's just simply not true. But I mean, until proven otherwise, I'm just gonna say it's a myth. Next one weekend a month. This is talking about our guard folks. I can only assume.
Yeah, I mean, guard and reserve, I would guess.
And this is also the next highest. Well, I think it's actually tied. They both got 71, didn't they?
Yeah, this one
Yeah.
picked up momentum over the last couple of days.
Yeah. So this one definitely it was tied for top comment. One weekend a month, talking about the first comment under it's talking about underrated comment, and it kind of goes into the whole, like, just reading it, they're talking about how you're 1 weekend a month with the guard. Sometimes it turns into 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. And let's not forget your AT is 2 weeks, so it's not always 1 weekend a month. Like, you're going to do more than that sometimes. He's specifically talking about his time with the infantry. Frequently we had 3-day drills and often close to a week, if not longer. That's wild.
Yeah,
Personally, I guess I just never experienced that. Like I said, I've been in since, when I've been in, we're not going to talk about how long I've been in anymore. Screw you guys. I've never had more than a 3-day drill. Like,
No,
Friday.
I definitely had more than
That's crazy.
I've had muted eights.
I've had
and
muted eights
10s.
myself. Yeah.
I think maybe we were supposed to have a mute one time, and then it got canceled. For
But
some
it's still like an offset though, bro. Because like whenever they do shit like that, it has to like coincide with the calendar. You get what I'm saying? So like even if we did get a super long one, you would still get like on the back end you get paid back because you'll probably get like a 4-day, 5-day drill or some shit, but then you don't drill like that whole next month. You get what I'm saying? It'd be like early the month after that, then you go back to drill and shit. So it's always like an offset. That's usually how we do AT too.
And that's like a lot of people sit there and talk about how they're like, oh yeah, we just won't have drill the month after AT. I always had drill the month after AT.
Nah.
Always
That's
did.
wild.
I
work.
mean,
Um,
I feel like the engineers was notorious for doing our AT or annual training. Like, we would do the drill weekend the month prior. So like, if we were doing our annual training in April,
Yeah.
we do drill at the end of April, rolling into the AT,
Yeah.
and then we do the following
We do a
month's
lot of
drill at
shit
the
like
end
that.
of AT to clean up all the shit from AT.
Yeah,
We do
exactly.
that
Yeah, but
all
when
the
AT
time.
when AT
All
was
the time.
done, it was like the last day AT was a party.
Yeah.
We would freaking
I mean,
party.
You know,
Oh, man.
have a good time.
And then we were doing cleanup next month. Like, that was all we were doing
Yeah.
that month was
Oh,
cleanup.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Like y'all just would leave like y'all's unit fucked up.
No, I mean,
And
like,
then y'all
it would
clean up
be
next
it
one?
would be put up, but like,
Yeah,
the
it's not-
tents got to get washed, the weapons got to get
Yeah.
cleaned, like all that stuff.
Yeah,
gotta
shit
happen.
like that. Yeah,
That stuff's gonna happen next month, and that's all we're gonna do the next month.
yeah. Well, we've had those type. I get what you're saying.
But also, like, a lot of times you get those 4-day drills because, like, in the holiday time, November, December, it'll be like 1 days. Nah, we always did 2 days, November,
Oh,
December.
that's crazy work.
So that's probably part of it. Because, like, but it would be wild because it would be like Saturday would be, the BS stuff you got to get through your annual briefings. Every December we do all our annual briefings that Saturday.
Yeah.
And then
actually,
Sunday would just be a Christmas party.
Yeah, I think actually if we do 2 days in December, it's like traditionally been PT test brief that whole Saturday.
That's
all you
crazy
do.
that you do the
And
PT
then
tests
next day
in December.
Christmas. Yep.
We would do the PT test either October or November.
Yeah,
Nah, that shit
same.
was historic.
October, November. Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like when we had a Muta 8 though, and 4-day drill, we would always miss like the whole entire month of December, or we wouldn't drill in July, or the unit that I was in at the time when I had a lot of Muta 8s, we had a lot of families that would go hunting a lot, and so we'd essentially not have drill in October because that's hunting month,
Yeah.
and so it kind of alleviated any concerns that they were going to have to miss a hunt for drill. Yeah.
Better not get between me and my buck.
Yep.
Look, man,
Readiness NCO was a hunter for sure.
the only time we got to leave early was during football season. That was the only time, like, our first sergeant would ever be like, all right, you guys, we're going to dismiss at, like, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have a board in the middle of the drill hall floor, and he would write everything we needed to do for the whole day or the whole weekend or
Which
whatever.
I like that approach. I do.
Until I get into what I'm about to say.
Yeah,
it's a cool approach.
You told me, yeah.
I think, I'm pretty sure I told this story to you guys before. He would write down everything that we had to do, and then he would just add more. Like, you go in and you wipe off something if you did it. It's like, heck yeah, we only got 2 things left. And then you go do those last 2 things, you come back in ready to wipe those things off, meaning we done, and there'd be like 15 more things on the board.
Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck? So
Yeah.
I will never forget, it was like 3 months in a row, Sunday, I wouldn't get released until 11 o'clock at night.
Oof.
Oh,
And
hell
it
no.
was a 3-hour drive home.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, nah.
So I wouldn't get home until like 2 in the morning. Those were the times where I was like, man, maybe the guard ain't for me.
Yeah,
maybe
hey,
I don't want to be doing this
I'm gonna
crap.
just go
Like,
ahead
this
and
is
say,
wasting my
fuck
time.
that. This is prime example of poor leadership, bro. 11 o'clock is crazy.
Yeah,
Nobody can justify that shit to me. Fuck no.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck
unless you're staying overnight or
Hell no. On a
I don't
Sunday?
know.
My
on a Sunday,
last
that's pretty wild.
my last drill before I deployed.
Bitch, I got work.
Right?
Right,
Before I
right.
deployed to Afghanistan, my last drill, whenever I was like transferring to the new unit,
Yeah.
because I went from my current MP unit to the other one, because the other one was the ones who were deploying.
Yeah.
My last drill with the current MP unit, they freaking had us cleaning all the vehicles. It was like the month after, it was the month after AT. We were cleaning all the vehicles, taking them over to the wash rack over on like the Marines that had like a little camp nearby that we would take them to and clean them at the wash rack there. So we're taking the Humvees over there, and then like we're trying to get back over and get into the gate, and like nobody is around, and we're like, what the heck? It's like 7 o'clock at night. We finally finished the last vehicle, and me and this other sergeant, this because I was a specialist at the time, so me and my sergeant were like there, and we're like calling around like, hey, like somebody come open this gate so we can put this Humvee back. They dismissed everybody and just forgot about us. So they had to, one of the people had to come back and unlock the gate to let us in. So that was another day. It took him like 20 minutes to get there. After we were calling around, another day I didn't leave until like 8, 9 o'clock from drill.
I've definitely had that happen. Me and 2 NCOs got cut off to go kind of do an alternate thing in a different location, and we took I think we were in an LMTV, but took that up, and on our way back, we called somebody to let them know that we're on our way, and they were like, oh, we've already got released. And we're like, what the fuck?
That's wild, man.
And we're like driving, well, what do you want us to do? And they're like, I don't know, go park it somewhere else. We're like, how are we supposed to get back to our vehicles that are parked at the armory? And they're like, figure it out. Nobody came back for us. We just were on our own. But then I also had an NCO when I first got to the unit as like a PFC, and if he got told by leadership that there wasn't anything for us to do, he'd just let us leave. He just cut us loose. He got in a lot of trouble, but he always took that slack, and we just dipped.
Yeah.
He was cool.
Stand by to stand by, right?
Right?
I don't know, man. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna move on for that one because I could. That's just dredging up bad memories at this point.
That's a rabbit hole that we can go down for a while.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
Yeah, I could sit there and talk about that for a while. The next one was actually one that me and you talked about for a while. The laxative in the gum. Have you ever heard that about the MREs? Yeah. So this one had me going down a rabbit hole because I didn't know the difference between a diuretic and a laxative. I'll be the first. Do you know the difference?
No, not off the top of my head. I've heard them talked about before, but I don't actually know.
I thought they were the same. I thought a laxative was a diuretic.
Okay.
So that's 100% what I thought. Because I was like, oh, well, caffeine. Caffeine's a natural diuretic.
Okay.
And it is. True statement. But a diuretic is something that makes you pee. It makes liquids flow.
Nah, then caffeine.
Yep.
Because think about it. You drink without
if
name.
I go drink a coffee, I gotta take a shit.
Well, yeah, but that's something
coffee
in
is a laxative.
coffee itself, not the caffeine in
Not
coffee.
the caffeine in the coffee.
Okay. So it's a
So
double
you
then.
think
But
you
like,
drink
like an energy drink. You gotta pee.
Nah, I've drank it. I've had an energy drink before and I had to go take shit for sure.
That's wild.
That's interesting.
That's wild.
Definitely.
Because it's definitely like, so essentially a diuretic makes fluids flow, makes you have to pee. And then a laxative, and we had to do research on this to confirm, a laxative is what makes you have to take a shit. So
Yeah.
they are two different things.
I think I could say that more so for like pre. Like taking pre.
Mhm.
Probably maybe only pee, but
Yeah, because there is caffeine in
A
it.
lot of caffeine in pre-workout.
but
there's also
anything
other
else
stuff
with
in there.
caffeine, bro. I don't know. I feel like it makes those bowels shiver me timbers. I don't know.
It might be something else in it. You never know.
Yeah.
Because, like, think about the boss man when he comes in here with his, well, he usually drinks Alani, right?
Yeah, or Celsius.
Yeah, or Celsius.
Alani,
And he'll drink like half of that thing, and he'll be running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. He talks about it being his old man bladder, but that's definitely, it's because he's drinking those energy drinks.
Yeah, but
And
you know-
Alani will get me freaking, or Rain, that thing will get me running to the bathroom to piss too.
Okay.
And I always thought it was just something in them in particular, but it's the caffeine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like my mind was blown learning the difference between a like I always thought they were the same thing, diuretic and a laxative. I thought diuretic was just like the medical term for it or some crap like that. I had no idea.
No, I've definitely heard somebody talk about them before being different. I just didn't remember. I fucking can't remember the difference. I just knew laxative make you go shit. Everybody knows that. I got a funny story about that. One time my sister, I was being a little fat ass, and she had some laxative chocolate. I didn't know it was laxative chocolate though. So I was just like, rat fucking her damn chocolate stash. Like, ooh, I got me some fucking chocolate. She don't know. Yeah, nah. I paid for it later. You know, paid for it later. Cool beans.
We did have some comments from some other people on this, basically talking about some of the ingredients in the gum that can act as a laxative, but you have to take a substantial amount of them to have any effect.
Yeah.
Unless you already have something wrong with your like GI tract, like if you have like a really, really sensitive GI tract. So
Xylitol?
yeah, xylitol was what they said it was. Once we confirmed the spelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I've seen this before because that's what I was gonna say. Literally, we had a drill sergeant bust this fucking myth for us while we was in training. Because somebody just kept fucking talking about it, man. They would just be like, "Oh, don't do it." I was like, "Bro, fuck it. This gum ain't gonna do that much." So I would always chew the gum.
Yeah.
Not for extended periods because you get caught, fucking whatever. You know all that shit. But literally, our drill sergeant just was one day like, "Bro, it's not enough of that shit in it, bro. Like, you're not gonna be like stuck in the fucking latrine all day if you chew this fucking gum, bro. You're okay." And I've also heard people argue that it's partially in like, if somebody purposely put this chemical inside of the gum, that is partially due to the fact of how much an MRE can back your ass up.
Yeah.
That's how dense it is.
Yeah,
You
that
know
makes
what I'm
sense.
saying? So
Yes. 100%.
it would track if it was literally engineered to do so, but it's still not enough. It's whatever.
And then the second part of his comment was carrying a 240 by the carrying handle will
Yeah.
damage it.
I've never heard that one.
Oh, you haven't?
Never.
Oh yeah, they definitely would, like, when, at least in basic, you know, the drill sergeant would be like, "Man, you don't carry it by the carrying handle, you damage the weapon." Yeah, that was definitely not.
Damn, I don't know.
It's definitely a thing that I feel like drill sergeants say, just because they, you know, it's basic training. You're supposed to hold the weapon.
Yeah, they want you to carry it
They want you
properly.
to carry it properly, but as a small arms repair guy, speaking from, you know, repairing thousands of 249s and 240s, they get broken a lot. And it's a lot of the time it's the carry handle, but it's like springs in it, shit like that. It's not the handle itself necessarily, it's like the interior parts of it.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, you can carry it by the carry handle. It's gonna be fine.
I mean, it's called a carry handle.
It's called a
right?
carry handle.
Indeed, a carrying handle, bro.
That's kind of wild.
True.
Let's see. And then we got another one talking about stress cards and saltpeter. It's another good one. Saltpeter. Have you heard about that one?
No,
About-
this was my first time when I saw it initially.
Yeah, about the idea of them putting saltpeter in your food to keep you from being the
From getting brick?
yeah.
Okay,
from being
so that's
the-
what I'm saying. I've heard about, like, there being shit to stop you from breaking up.
Yeah, well,
But I've never
that's
heard the term saltpeter. I've never heard that.
Yep.
Never heard that before in my life.
maybe it's an older term, but
Like,
definitely. I mean, that's something that was definitely talked about when I was a training. But again, I mean, like one of the things somebody commented is like, oh, it's in the food, and then somebody squashed that really quick and basically said like, at training, like basic training, you're under a lot of stress, or at least some people are under a lot of stress because they're not used to that kind of an environment.
yes.
And like when your body's under a lot of stress, like you're not gonna be able to get hard anyway. So
What? Boy.
like,
I was
you know.
breaked up. I think I made it like 2 weeks, maybe, of like, I didn't have like a wood problem. But like, bruh, I know for a fact, after them 2 weeks, I don't even know if I made it 2 weeks. Because there is that shock that we just discussed.
Mhm.
There's that shock, like, oh shit, I'm getting
Initial
fucked.
stress. Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting fucked in here. Like those times where you go to like you're so fucking worn out from the day. Cause I swear this was like one of my first times being this exhausted. Was in basic training. You so worn out from the day, like you'll fucking get in the bunk, close your eyes, and then lights is on. Like you like, oh shit, bro. Like did I go to sleep? Like that should have happened that quick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But after week 2, oh yeah, I was break the entire cycle. Bro. No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. We had a little bad Hispanic Latina mommy. Man, oh man, it's crazy. So just to elaborate on that just a little bit more, because we was like, naturally I feel like this ain't a super shocker though, bro, because I feel like all of my cycle, we was like having those like hornball conversations because we was away from home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no doubt.
Definitely.
but yeah, we had this one bad drill sergeant, man. Whenever you go through that portion, y'all start learning marksmanship.
Mhm.
And she would get down and show you the form, the leg spread, etc. Yeah, we was definitely being some hornball recruit trainees. There we go, hornball trainees, bro. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
you know.
We also had a female Latina.
Yes, sir. Continue.
Yeah, drill
Have my
sergeant.
attention.
Yeah, but she was like a fucking hard ass. She's like mean as fuck.
Ours was too.
Yeah, I don't know. Like we had 2 female drill sergeants. One was like the
Caliente.
nicest lady you ever met. Like she was like the company mom. Like that was like the way she kind of instructed us. And then there was the company older sister, and she was just like you were either right or wrong. There was no gray area with her. She did not, if you weren't doing the regulation, you were fucking wrong. There was no way to interpret the regulation besides verbatim.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, she was another one.
Had that fire.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just a thing because we had a female Latina drill sergeant that was exactly the same way.
I'm telling
Like
you, man.
feisty and shit.
Oh yeah, Torres.
Oh, okay. Now this is crazy, because I know these motherfuckers meet to be like, who's gonna be which drill sergeant.
They got
Like,
to.
Yeah,
they
our
got
drill
to.
sergeants told us. They was like, yeah, for this cycle, like we picked for sure. Like, hey, I'm gonna be the dickhead. I'm gonna be the cool one. So yeah, bro, like, what's up with all the Latinas picking feisty? Like,
I've ran into these drill sergeants later in my career.
And they're super.
And they're like the coolest
Yeah.
people ever.
Yeah.
Like super chill, ask you how your career's going. Like sometimes they remember you, sometimes they don't. They definitely don't remember your name.
Oh yeah. Well,
But-
even that female drill sergeant I'm talking about, she, like my mom was trying to get pictures of me with all my drill sergeants. Little 18-year-old me. She was trying to get pictures of me with all my drill sergeants, and like when it came to her, I was like, I'm not gonna ask her. Like it's not gonna be me. And my mom went up like behind my back while I was talking with some of my boys and was like,
yeah.
she was like, hey, my son's too scared to ask you for a picture. Like, will you take a picture with him? And she was like, she literally came over. She's like, you don't have to be like scared of me. She's like, it was what I had to do to get you where you were trying to go. She's like, you did a great job. You made it through. Like, congratulations. And I was like, oh, you are not the same person.
Yeah,
Like,
all that
holy
talent
crap.
shit
Totally
is over.
different,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
that talent shit is over. B, it's done. We good now. Yeah, you valid.
Meanwhile, my drill sergeant, that was like the older brother guy, like the cool as fuck. Like, I mean, he was hard on us, but fair. Like I tried to make a joke with him while I was getting my picture, and he was like, "Have you ever been smoked in dress blues?" And I was like,
Yo.
"No, drill sergeant." He's like, "You fucking about to be smoked in front of your parents in dress blues." And I was like, "Damn, okay, not on that level. Got it. I know where I'm at now."
Like, hold on, bitch.
So yeah. So the next one, which you had a good story for this one when we read this comment, the phantom shitter.
Yes, please talk about this because I didn't have one of these.
Oh, you did have a phantom shitter?
Well,
We definitely
elaborate first. Let me see. Maybe we did. Because I want to know exactly what it entails. Obviously, but let me see what your story's like. See if that jogs one of these synapses.
All right. So we woke up. This is like week 1. I don't know, like maybe day 5. Like it's like a Wednesday, and the drill sergeants had just like blown up over some kid taking a shower in the morning before we went to PT, which, as everybody would know, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Like it's not the right time.
Somebody fucks that up. Though,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Sure.
Without
Every cycle, somebody's gonna do that. Well, we come back upstairs after PT, and got the blood flowing. Some people got to go take a shit, so people took care of business. Everybody else getting ready for the rest of the day to go get breakfast, all that stuff. We leave. We come back, and our drill sergeants are just fuming, and we got smoked for like probably 2 hours. Missed our bus. Had to march to where we were supposed to go for that day, and we didn't even know what we were in trouble for until like the end. And our drill sergeant basically picked 3 people out of the formation and told us to go upstairs and clean up and like what was wrong. And some dude took a shit in the shower, and it wasn't like a diarrhea.
What the fuck?
It was like a solid fucking shit, like something that you would have totally been able to hold in.
Oh my God.
Until like a stall was available. But no, this person was just like, I took a shit in the shower, didn't clean it up or anything.
Oh my God.
And it happened 2 more times. Luckily, we'd figured it out and didn't know who it was still, but like we checked the showers before we fucking left every single morning because we didn't want to get smoked again like that.
Bro,
Right.
what the fuck?
There's always one. I don't care what anybody says, there's always
Yo,
one.
I like almost zoned out, right? Just thinking about other shit. And then I just hear a shit in the shower. Like,
Yeah.
bro, what the fuck?
There's always one. Well,
Ernie, you had one of those?
I feel like maybe there's some story about it, but I don't.
What the fuck?
The weirdest thing with the bathroom for us.
That's
was,
a legit troll, though. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta be a
gotta
real troll to do that shit.
Like the guy's comment specifically said like a lot of myths, but one thing hasn't been mentioned because it isn't a myth. The phantom shitter, every cycle has one. I'm convinced it's some unwritten rule at this point.
Yeah.
And then somebody else commented, we had a phantom shitter in the shower.
Like,
So my cycle 100% had one of those people.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, yeah, see, so the only story that I can think of from, like, bathroom experience, just in general, is when we were at the Mark 19 range.
You're dating yourself because they don't do that anymore.
I know, right? Yeah, it's
Fucking
wild.
old fart.
Um,
Oh, brother.
yeah, right. There was a little latrine there,
Mm-hmm.
and like we're all running over to the latrine, being the little privates that we are, and had like our tiny fucking bladders.
Yep.
And we all go in there, and they don't have like urinals or anything. They got a piss trough.
Yep.
It's
good old style.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
in one of those.
And that bitch had been clogged at some point,
Mm.
and people just said fuck it and continued to just pee on top of
my
pee
God.
on top of pee, and it was like I'm
You
talking
just
about
unlocked the smell in my fucking
right,
brain.
yeah, and
Oh
I'm talking
my
about that
God.
thing was full to the brim with piss, and it was like stagnant, and you could tell that shit's been sitting
Oh my God.
for like God only knows how long.
Yeah, these motherfuckers be talking about these burn pits. I need compensation for that shit. They made me
Right.
go through that shit.
Yeah, and then of course there's that one guy that comes in and he's like, I'm a fucking pee in that. And so like the smell had settled because it was so stagnant, like the smell wasn't wafting out of it. So this motherfucker pisses on top of it, which stirs up everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about
magnetic
we're
touch.
like in there
Wow.
just
Ugh.
we're all cycling through the one toilet in there. And then that motherfucker pisses in the trough, and like that smell hits.
I'm gonna keep it a rack though. I can't blame bro. I probably would have did that shit. Like in them situations, if you really gotta piss, bro, y'all gotta take that ticket. I'm sorry. I didn't cause that on us.
Yeah.
I didn't tell them to have this set up like that.
Yeah,
So
that
now
shit
we all
was-
gotta suffer, bro. But that shit is crazy. That shit is fucked up.
I don't know.
Definitely.
I feel like I gotta blame your drill sergeants. They should have had a porta shitter out there for you guys.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. I think
mean,
we fucking.
you gotta inspect that stuff before you start training.
I think we ran into hours on one of our fucking ruck marches. I think our shit was just like one of the little pit stops you'll have. Like, all right, you got to break after every certain amount of time and shit.
Like change
and
your socks, shit like that.
Ours, I think that's how we got, how I encountered that shit. That shit was crazy. Like, that shit was insane.
Or like the shitters with no stalls. Just
Yeah, like a piss trough instead of
the piss
urinal.
trough, and then like the toilet that you'd actually just sit on. There's like 8 of them in a row.
Yeah, and there's no actual stalls.
There's no actual stalls. It's just like, and the toilet paper is on like a freaking square thing, so you can't even like, you have to like physically unroll it.
Yeah, we used to just wipe for each other.
Instead of like, but yeah, you can like, you can just reach over and wipe your buddy for him if you wanted to. Like, it's just,
I mean, we got so chill that we would usually leave the fucking stall door open when people were in there taking shit. Like, because like where the mirror. Where the mirror was out, where the mirror was at in the
fucking weirdo
in the bathrooms in the barracks, the mirror was like at that perfect level where if you were sitting down, you could only see the person's like
face,
shoulder and up maybe, and so like we would just be chilling in there. Like you'd have one dude in there brushing his teeth, one dude's taking a shit, and they're just like, or one dude shaving, and they're all just talking, and it's like, bro, what the fuck are we really this comfortable with each other? This is not it. I'm stuck with you guys. I mean, because we're OSET, so I'm stuck with these dudes for, I don't even remember. It was like, I think I went from October to like April. So that many months.
That's not it.
6 months. I'm stuck with these dudes every single day for 6 months. Yeah, of course I'm going to freaking just get comfortable enough with them. Like, that's wild. But.
That's crazy, word. That's insane, word. The reason why I say that's not that bad, but that was like the gateway interaction to a lot of the nut shit that would happen in basic. I'm not going to exactly describe it here right now. I don't know about y'all. We had some very questionable shit going on.
Yeah.
In them fucking latrines. I did not partake, but some of this shit was like, bro, there's no way y'all boys this cool. This quick, bro. Fuck no.
Oh no, just some dudes would just like they get in the shower and that was like shit talking time. Like you're like, oh, you fucking vulnerable. I'ma say the shit I wanted to say. Like I'm a fucking, and then they would start fighting.
We definitely.
You talking about naked, soaped up dudes, legit wrestling and fighting each other. It's like, bro, this is the gayest.
Okay,
thing.
now let's. All right, since you done said that, I'll kind of get some of motherfuckers was out here not. That is fueled by actual animosity. So
true.
These motherfuckers were for the fun of it, wrestling naked at certain points.
Oh yeah, no, that's wild.
Bro, what?
That's wild.
What?
No.
You going in for like a single leg, a high crotch, with a high crotch. I want you to think about that on a naked man. Okay.
I mean,
crazy work.
Not in basic training, not anywhere.
Like,
sorry,
why would
like that's just disgusting.
I don't know, man.
Multiple
I don't know.
levels.
Get a lot of guys around each other for prolonged periods, though, man. It's questionable stuff, man.
all right. Before we go down another rabbit hole, I'm gonna move on from that one. All right, let's just leave that one where it lies.
What if the rabbit wanted to be in the hole, Hunter?
Well, it's the rabbit's hole, so the rabbit can stay right where the heck it wants to be.
If you had described, go ahead.
Okay, fair enough. Peanut butter Bravo. Do you know what peanut butter Bravo is?
No.
I don't. Like these dudes are talking about peanut butter Bravo, and he even says
every time I hear about it, like the Rusty Venture from Venture Bros. LOL.
And then like a couple comments down, it talks about peanut butter Bravo. If you know, you know. And then some other dude says 30th, and that guy responds with, "Why? Of course. Look.
Wow.
Hey, look. I just want to be a part of it. Please.
Yes.
Just DM us.
Somebody, please. Put this in the comments, bro.
Don't put it in the explain it. You can go ahead and call me out. Be like, hey, Eric, I freaking heard you. And you didn't know what peanut butter Bravo was. That tells me you a boot. Like,
hey,
whatever.
And don't fucking troll, y'all. like, actually, if you're going to tell us, actually tell us.
Like, please, just, I'm begging you. I want to be a part of the inside joke. I want to know. I'm nosy. Like, I want to know. But the other one, after that, it talks about the peanut butter shot in boot camp preventing you from getting it up. So we're going back on that track, only instead of the saltpeter, we're talking about the peanut butter shot.
Yeah. But
this is one I thought was true. Not like, I mean, obviously I knew it was false afterwards, but I thought in the moment, like when like they told us that or whatever, wherever I heard it, somebody was like, oh yeah, that shot that you got in your ass or whatever, that one's supposed to make it so we can't get up.
Oh yeah, that was for sure collateral replacement too, because they do that shit early as fuck, like when you get to basic. Like,
it's in reception.
Yeah, it's either in reception or like week 1 when you have to go back through.
I got my week 1.
Yeah.
But,
I got mine in reception. I didn't even get my union.
nah, I got my shit week 1.
I'll never forget that getting that shot.
Did it hurt y'all?
Bro, that thing put a knot in my ass cheek for like
Damn.
a month.
That shit was tough in one spot.
I think it's like
the buns is still.
I think it's because I flexed it up like I shouldn't have. Like they were like,
you didn't like relax the muscle.
yeah, like I mean, so the way they had like the like padded walls or whatever. They had just like rows of padded walls, and they just had like all these dudes come in at the same time, and they were like, hey, put your head up against the padding.
That's funny as fuck.
And stick your ass out a little bit. Pull down your pants just low enough to show your ass cheeks. And then they would come by and handed each of us a needle. And I'm talking about that needle was like, I don't know, like 6 inches long. And they're like, you're going to want this to be warm. And that's all they said. So, like, they're like, do whatever you can to warm it up. So we're just sitting there, like, gripping the needle like it's the fucking, trying to do whatever we can. Like, I mean,
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo.
And then they would just
Bro
come
really
up.
Walked up. Hey, yo. Lean up on the wall.
Lean up.
Arch your back. Poke it out. Poke it out a little bit. Hey.
Down to 8. No,
you gonna want this
too low.
hot. You gonna want this hot when it go in.
And then they would just tap you. They would tap you on the shoulder, and they'd say, "Pass back the needle." And like, it's just like, oh, okay. And you're just like leaning back, handing this needle, and then they're just like, all right, don't tense.
Don't tense. Hey, don't flinch or you get two.
And you're like, you don't know where it's going. It's going somewhere. Like,
Bro whispering in his ear.
So yeah, and then you feel 2 hands on your shoulder,
flinch.
and then you feel the pinch, and you're like, damn, fuck. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, they did our shit quick as fuck, bro. Like, I don't even think. Now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't even like no privacy shit set up for that, bro. They just was like, hey, bro.
Yeah, no, there was no privacy.
Hey, drop them draws, gang. Like.
Oh, well, yeah. The
draws.
most privacy we had was when they said pull it down. They were like, pull it down just below your ass cheeks.
Mm-hmm. They was like, hey, bro, pull that shit out.
Like, you
Nah, not like that. Not like pull that shit out, but
Damn,
essentially, yes, pull that shit out, and then just hit your shit real quick. They didn't let us warm our shit up. That's kind of fucked up. Now y'all probably had that old school shit though. Y'all shit probably needed to like.
Yeah, you got to remember it was years.
Years before.
Like 94 or
literally
some shit.
years before you went through.
Yeah.
That's wild.
94, 92.
No, I already said when it was.
Tight shit.
It was not that long ago.
It's close,
But
it's close.
the comment that went with this dude talking about the peanut butter shop. This comment's actually pretty funny. He is a Marine guard, so let's get this out of the way that every Marine, the guard is the Marine's retirement home.
Yep,
Like
100%.
we all have heard that story. Which I got stories about that too, but we'll get into that. So he
You got
says
stories
someone
about this comment.
let me read the comment and then we'll
Yeah,
get to it.
go ahead.
So he says someone legit asked our drill instructor, insert Marine to guard joke here. And that's the thing I got to talk about. I know a lot of Marines that went guard.
Yeah.
About
My
oh man, I
section
messed
chief.
myself. About it, the last week we were about to graduate, and they gave us a weird look and said something about the lines of, "I don't care what direction you swing, but if most of you are straight, then you shouldn't be getting hard near a ton of dudes. Plus, I know y'all motherfuckers be secretly cranking one out, so clearly that isn't true."
All right,
True statement.
let me take point. Nah, not true statement. Bro, ain't nothing wrong getting bricked round the homie, all right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So he wrong.
It ain't-
Second part, he right. He very right.
But yeah, fair enough.
I mean, you got to think in the Marine Corps. At least depending on when this was, it was all male or all female. Like
Yes.
they were separated.
Yes.
So, like, regardless of what way you swing, like, you probably. I mean, maybe you wake up with a wood, but other than that, probably
more
aren't
wood.
getting hard very often.
Yes,
Yeah,
you should
more
be.
wood.
Yeah.
So,
But now my Marine, I don't have a Marine to guard joke. It's just since when I was in the MPs and even after, every senior leadership I had throughout my military career with the guard has been a freaking Marine.
Damn.
Like, it's wild. Every platoon sergeant I had on
Hey.
both of my deployments, both of them were Marines. And
Hey,
I
the
just think
turnover
that's,
rate don't lie.
yeah,
Don't lie.
I just think it's crazy.
Just saying. Just saying.
I mean, I don't think I've been in a single unit that didn't have at least like 3 or 4
Of those
NCOs
guys.
that were previously Marines, even in recruiting.
That's crazy.
And like in my old battalion, we had 3 prior Marines that were also Marine recruiters, and then they came to the Guard, and they're Guard recruiters now.
When I went through recruiting school, there were 2 Marine recruiters that were going through recruiting school with me for the Guard, and they were like, yeah. And they, of course, our instructor would always be clowning them, like trying to get them to tell stories about Marine recruiting and stuff like that, and the differences. And they're like, yeah, the Guard recruiting is just so much better. Like, and it's like, well, hey, I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Hey, it came from the mouth of the horse. Just saying.
That's just what I got. I mean, and maybe we just have a better experience in recruiting than they do.
Oh man, that shit is across the board, bro. Like, well,
I mean, I think that we get more freedom than.
Because they're always.
Because you also got to think, like, I mean, Air Guard probably, but like a Guard specifically, just in general, is like Guard recruiters. Because I got friends that I like went to ALC and SLC with that are active USREC recruiters, and hearing some of the stories of the shit that they got to deal with, and like staying late randomly, having to come in on a weekend because they're not at mission, or their call numbers are low, just some bullshit. Like, yeah, maybe we have to do a call night occasionally to try to like plus up numbers for like the end of the year, but we get a lot of freedoms that other branches do not get as recruiters.
I think the difference is just like if some shit is like alleged to be mandatory for us, it's like it's like an unspoken not mandatory for a lot more things than I think it would be for USREC in general.
Yeah. Like
if they say you got to do some shit, like you have to do some shit. But like even like a PIP, for instance, with us, like
Yeah. Boy, and yeah, like you're right, like mandatory with exceptions. Like, oh, you got somebody on the floor today?
Yeah.
Oh, so, go handle that. Enlistments come first.
Yes.
We ain't gonna worry about what that random bullcrap training. We'll put your name on it.
Yeah, we'll put your name on there inside for you.
I got you, bro.
I got you, bro.
I got you, my bad.
So yeah, I guess that's fair. And I'm still confused by this one, and nobody ever gave us an answer, so I'm a little sad. Square needle in the left nut. I'm so confused. I'm confused on every level. Square needle in the left nut. And brother, what? Brother, you. Brother, you.
Brother, what's that, brother? Literally, what the fuck?
Definitely concerned for this individual that commented that, because I mean, they didn't even hit us back. Like,
he's probably trolling.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Maybe.
Shout out, bro.
I don't know, man. That one.
You got a real story behind that for you, my boy.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you got me at least curious. I want to know more. I'm genuinely concerned because I never got no square needle in my left nut. Another one. Let's see. Money is deducted from your base pay for enlisted members' uniforms. I never even.
Have to say about that?
I never even heard that as a.
Well, I mean, it's not true for one, because I mean, you got to think. So, on the active side, you get a clothing allowance every year.
Yeah, in the Guard we get to trade in uniforms.
And then in the National Guard, you get to trade in 2 uniforms a year and get them replaced. At no cost to the service member.
Yes.
And I think it's the same for the reserves, but I don't actually know. But I would assume that they follow with the Guard.
Yes.
But yeah, like, you don't have to pay any part of your check to some fund to pay for enlisted people's uniforms. At least, I mean, I'm not an officer. I know nobody else here is an officer. So I guess I can't speak for that officer pay, but I've seen an officer's LES, and I'm telling you that they didn't get anything deducted extra.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that's.
But I've heard something along the lines of that before. Shit's clearly not true, but I think I've definitely heard something along the lines of that at some point. Clearly not true though, but yeah. Interestingly enough.
Yeah. The next one, I feel like our small arms probably can answer this one best. A headspace and timing gauge costs thousands of dollars.
This is true. So I mean,
not a myth.
Not a myth.
Myth. What?
Not a myth. So I mean, I think that they're specifically talking about like the new 50 cal, the M2A1s. You don't have to do headspace and timing on them because the headspace and timing is matched with the barrel, so the barrels are serialized to the firearm.
Yes, I did know that because.
And the master headspace and timing gauge for that costs about $3,800.
Oh shit!
And you have to. It has to be remeasured in a facility in Maryland annually. And so you always have to have at least 2 because you have to always have one on hand. And you want them to be sent in different times of the year so that you always have it. Because it'll take months to get it back.
Yeah, because I imagine they're getting all of them across the U.S. at the same time.
Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous. And then, like, I mean, your headspace and timing gauges for, like, your M16 and M4, I mean, they're still expensive. I mean, like, I'm talking $700-800. 240, 249, same boat, just a little bit more expensive. It's a little bit more metal. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate. Thousands of dollars, 100%.
Damn,
So,
look at that.
Johnson,
Hey, shout out to us with our residential small arms repair.
Right.
Go ahead.
When you, Johnson, when you went through basic, did you do the
I'm listening.
50 cal qual? Did you have to, or at least you have to take it apart and put it back together?
Yes. We
So
did part, but we
did you
didn't.
have to do headspace and timing on it, or did
No.
you just? So that's something that when I went through basic, and I'm sure probably when you went through, you had to do headspace and timing.
Yeah, we had the A2. I mean, so like me as a small arms repairer, like I had to do both just because you don't know what unit your units can have, right?
But when you went through basic,
But when I went through basic, we didn't. No.
oh, that's wild. Yeah, okay. I had to actually do headspace and timing on the 50 on the big old mod.
It's kind of crazy what 3 years.
Yeah, it's not even that.
Years can do.
Yeah.
It's like that's how much it changed.
Yeah, that's crazy. And
but
I've only ever heard them terms like maybe 3 times longer.
Because the headspace and timing thing was like, it's tiny. It's not even it's just a little chunk of metal.
Well, I mean, so like the old style headspace and timing gauge was literally just that, and then
And you had to just like pull the charging handle back just a little bit,
handle
and
back,
you
and then
put
you stick it in the top, and then you
and you
do your
s-
test. Let the bullet go forward. Do your test. It either fires or doesn't, and it's a go or no go, and that's it.
Yeah.
You pull it back out, let it go forward. But it's just how you would make sure that the barrel was in to the correct.
Yeah, to the correct
click,
the amount of
essentially.
spins.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, and then like I got to like I didn't ever even really mess with a 50 cal again until I had to start actually running ranges as an NCO, and then like suddenly where they're like, oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we need to do headspace and timing, and they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, we need to do headspace and timing on this thing? And they were like, no, we don't do that anymore. You just slap the barrel in. It's like these two barrels match the freaking serial number to the gun, and you just slap it in there, and it works. But you have to use these 2 barrels on this 50 cal. Like they won't match any other 50 cal.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, oh, okay, that's wild.
Yeah, I
So
didn't know
like that was like completely mind blowing. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I don't.
Damn, but I swear when we get our 50s now, like, cause we'll just have them, just have them for show. It's a fucking ornament at this point. But whenever we have them, I've never heard anybody specify about the barrels we put on. Now, maybe if we take them to the range, they would, but I've never had anybody specify the barrels. I've never
The
heard
barrels are serialized to the
weapon. Yeah.
It's probably something that just.
Well, so like you probably see like dog tags that are on the barrels.
Yeah.
That's the
From
serial.
time to time, yeah. But it's like, yeah, I'm just saying, I've never had anybody specify like, hey,
It's not
make
your
sure
small
this
arms guy.
barrel goes
Just not
good.
doing his job.
Yeah. Damn.
Your
that's
supply,
fucking neat.
your supply got a freaking pickup on it. Isn't that?
Yeah. No. Whenever the issue, the fucking 50s never get held with us. The 50s, we keep the 19s, but they keep the 50s at training for some reason. It's under a different fucking, I don't know, however the fuck they got it on the books, whatever. But
Yeah.
no, I could be wrong. But I know usually we draw them from, like, once we get drawn from. we didn't talk about this. We just fucking censored out.
my work later.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We don't got nothing else to censor, bro. Everything else been clean.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fuck me.
All right. Last comment. I don't think I might have read this one, but I don't really remember, so I'm just going to read it. Funniest thing I ever heard was a rumor that a neighboring basic training company graduated 5 weeks early because they were all well behaved and disciplined. And it somehow motivated our whole platoon to be super squared away, policing each other up. It came from some holdover in reception, and the claim was that he knew friends from over there that told him they graduated early. Holdovers were some of the most annoying and gullible people.
Agreed.
Agreed, yeah, for the most part.
Ours were cool.
We had 3 holdovers and they were, yeah.
Ours were good.
So one of our holdovers was our first platoon, what do you call him? Sergeant, guide, whatever.
Yeah, platoon guy.
Platoon guide, and he was chill. I think he was a prior service Marine, but he was chill, right? And then one of the other holdovers is the reason why we didn't just get sent back to red phase. They took our flag, and we were just walking around with poles because he was the holdover who got sent to us, and then he tried to send some brass home from freaking the range. So, because he thought he was cool because it was the first time he ever shot a gun.
Phenomenal guy.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, that's life, I guess.
Yeah. That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, that is in fact rough, buddy. But yeah, so you know, you win some, you lose some when it comes to holdovers.
Nah, ours were always good. Something I just want to say, because there's going to be there's going to be a couple of y'all that's listening that like anticipating basic training. Not to spoil it, bro, but there should be like a certain point in your cycle that like your gullibility goes down. Like you should know certain things are just said to be said, and it's just to fuck with you. If you ever hear some shit like this, bro, fuck no. This shit is very inaccurate, bro. Fuck no, bro. Just don't even entertain that shit, bro. It's a lot of bullshit that happens. This is bullshit 3000. I'm sorry. That's all I got for that. But we had some good holdovers. All of ours were squared away, and they were actually invested in our success through our training cycle.
That's good.
That was very political.
Yeah,
what a good statement. Oh, I didn't know you had it in you.
Johnson for president. Nah. Oh man.
All right, I got one more comment. This one was commented directly to our Step Sergeant subreddit.
Okay.
Not one of our cross posts that we did. And so the comment said, "Oh yeah, insert non-leg MOS here. Can go to the airborne, no problem. Even if they are National Guard, they save slots for the Guard every class."
Ooh. Damn.
He said,
okay.
"After I noticed OP's name, my kid always called me Staff Dad. Does that mean you're my replacement, Step Sarge?"
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, because I did that comment responding to him that we could be great co-parents.
I want y'all to get
Yep.
take on this. Like, go ahead and respond to this first, because I want to see what y'all say first.
Yes.
So, no, they don't save slots specifically for the Guard. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
Yeah,
But I have known people that were like top soldier or whatever they call it now.
Soldier of the Cycle.
Soldier of the Cycle. And those people will usually get offered a slot, and the Guard will extend you out to go to that school. Like they go through the training liaison, and you can go through air assault or airborne or whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's not taken from you because you're in the Guard, but it's also not going to be given to you simply because you're in the Guard. You got to go there and be a good soldier. I mean, does that sound about right for you, Tim?
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely accurate. I mean, like, I have a really good friend that enlisted a year after I did, and he killed it at training and got an airborne slot, even though he wasn't in an airborne unit. He was in an artillery unit as a supply.
And this is a guardsman?
This is a guardsman.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the same state, so just different units. And he went to airborne school and everything right out of AIT. Like, but he got that because of how well he did at basic training. So it's definitely accurate, but they do not save slots. Like, those are like slots that are given to the training site to give to those like top-notch, soldiers that kind of separate themselves from the pack, essentially.
Right.
But I mean, like, being in the Guard, like, airborne slots are attached to units and MOSs. So,
Right.
like, if you're in an airborne unit, if there's a slot available, they're going to send you to the training as part of your initial entry training anyway.
Yeah.
But,
That tracks.
airborne's one of those schools that's kind of hard to get a slot because they triple slot people, right? So, like, if there's 100 people available, like 100 slots available, they're going to put 300 people in those slots because they have so many dropouts. And so, like, basically you just, like, in my experience anyway, you just have to show up. Like, if you're there, they'll accept you. If you're there and there's not enough, you're just going to be a hold under for a little while, but you're still going to get on in the next cycle. Because working at an RSP site for a while as a readiness NCO, training NCO, we had a lot of trainees just because I had an airborne unit that we sent a lot of people in, where they would go to training and we'd tell them just stay there. Don't take them up on their offer to send you home. because they try to do that shit all the time. And they'd stay there for like a week, and then they just jump in the next cycle. Because you're going to get front loaded.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they're not going to, you took the time out of your life, still getting paid, to wait a week. And so, like, they're going to be like, cool, well, yeah, they waited, so we're going to let them go. But they always try to tell you, like, oh, your state will send you later, or your unit will send you another time. They do that with the active duty, the reserves, the guard. I don't know if the instructors are just told to do that there, but they love to pull that shit.
This is interesting. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to hear y'all talk about it first, very surprisingly enough, whenever I was in AIT, because, naturally I did a field artillery AIT, it just so happened, for whatever reason, I don't know how the fuck this would work. Y'all probably have some more information of, like, an idea of why it could have been set this way, but they just were like, hey, bro, we got a bunch of airborne slots. Anybody who wants to do it, be here, be this place, this time. So I was like, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. I go to said place at said time. And whenever you would walk in, they would just ask, like, hey, are you active duty or are you guard? And then there was like a guy that just stopped at a certain point. He was like, hey, bro, so I'm going to just let y'all know, if y'all guard, your state's not going to pay for this shit, for you to go to airborne school. So he's like, if you're guard, y'all can kind of just, like, basically saying y'all can peace out. So I ended up dipping, but, like, all of my homeboys that were active duty and was in AIT with us, all of them went airborne. Like, literally all of them. It's like, I got like 10 friends that's airborne because of that shit. And that's when they went to school.
I mean, it could have just been the training site, because a lot of training sites just kind of shit on the guard.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily true, because on your orders, as somebody that's had to, cut orders and stuff, it says estimated amount of time you're going to be gone is X, right? So like 10 weeks basic training, say 9 weeks for AIT, right? Or until completion of all initial entry training. So it doesn't specify an end date, right? So the state's just going to continue to pay you active duty pay until you are released from the active duty army. So them telling you, like, oh, your state's not going to pay for it is bullshit.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. They fucked so many of us. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
now, it doesn't matter. You don't want to be fucking airborne. You're not at, like, a unit that jumps or whatever. That's cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, you lose out on, like, jump pay and getting recertified.
Yeah, and you don't just want to be somebody who's, like, certified or, like
oh, I went to the
eligible
school,
to jump, but you can't jump. Like, that's the worst thing for you.
You walking around with the wings and ain't even got nothing to show for it.
You just need to be jumping. If you're going to jump, you need to be actively jumping. That's how motherfuckers die, because they don't keep jumping.
Right.
Real shit. So
100%.
Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. We all got fucked. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
I mean,
I got some horror stories from one of my closest homeboys that was fucking airborne too. That shit is wild work. Like, horror stories.
So just kind of ironic that you shared that, airborne school thing. So we had another comment that I kind of claimed was bullshit, because I just didn't think that this would happen, but this guy said they walked row to row in my AIT and asked for airborne and ranger school volunteers.
Yeah, that's literally what it was. It was like a volunteer thing.
Like, I wonder if it's just like they just had a plethora of slots.
Yeah.
Like, maybe there was a cycle where there's like, hey, like, we need people. We need volunteers for airborne and ranger. Like, you're just lucky. I don't know. Because that sure didn't happen for me.
Yeah.
My homeboy that recently separated, he jumped his whole fucking 6 he was in. The whole 6.
The only thing they did with us, I think I told you about this. I don't remember if you were there, Johnson, when I was talking about this. Yeah. But they came to us and, like, they were like, hey, anybody who wants to do, like, you had to be in, like, doing so well in PT and, like, couldn't have any reprimands, nothing like that. And they pulled all of us out. And they were like, hey, you guys get to go to the dog handling. There we go. Man, I was stuttering like crazy there. That's wild.
People love that shit too.
Yeah, the dog handling. And then they were like, oh, but guard. If you're in the guard or the reserves, like, you can't do it. Like, go away.
That was basically what happened.
Yeah, so it was, but I do kind of understand that, because some states just either don't have dog handlers, or if they do, they have all of 2 slots allocated for it, and people will die in those slots. They will hold on to them for 20 years. and never give it up. Even though it's an E6 slot, they'll just, fuck it, I'll stay at E6 my whole freaking
Which
career.
I think is crazy, but cool.
But you got it. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Like our state, we got 2
Damn.
in our state. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so they just told us to go away. And I mean, even then, like the people that went, they took like 15 to 20 people.
Yeah.
And it was like if you walked in the door and you showed any kind of fear to the dogs barking, they were like, "Yep, go ahead and turn around, leave."
Damn.
Whenever they got the dogs out, if you showed any fear, like when the dog came near you, nah, go ahead and leave.
Damn.
And then like you had to put on the suit. They had to put on the suit, and like
Let
the
'em
dog
bite.
had to like bite their hand or whatever. You showed any fear there? Nope. Go ahead and leave. So of the like 15 or 20 people that went in, only like 2 or 3 got
Damn.
selected for it.
Yeah. The more I'm thinking about this shit too, man, that shit is cool as fuck. Like an army dog whisperer.
Right?
That shit is cool, man.
Yeah, it's a dope job.
And the dogs always outrank the freaking person they're with.
Damn.
Like when I was in Afghanistan, I met a like dog handler guy, and his dog was like a major, and he was like a freaking staff sergeant. And I was like, that's wild, bro. Like,
Damn.
you gotta salute your dog, man.
Damn. John Wick's dog was amazing.
Yeah, right? So that was always, I thought that was funny. Like, we would make jokes about that.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know they actually, you know, to an extent held and ranked the dogs. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was always a trip to me. I only ever met like 2 or 3 dog handlers in my
Do they
time.
have them like vested up and shit too? Like with
Yeah,
a
they'll
rank,
have
like
like
a
the
patch would be on them.
Yeah, the rank will be like usually it's like
Damn!
on their side or their back or something. You know,
That's
somewhere
cold
easily
as
visible.
fuck. That's
But
cold
yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
Damn, it's like a fucking German Shepherd just like bossed up and shit, just flexing. Man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and like the craziest part about that was like this dude's dog was so used to biting Afghans that we had a detainee with us on the plane, and like the dog was like, he had to turn the dog around and like blindfold it because the dog was like ready. He was like, it was just so used to biting people. It was
Damn.
like, got your ass.
It's like, hey, motherfucker, you move
But-
a muscle.
But okay,
Shit.
let's wind it down now. You know, I feel like this was a good one. I feel like we could talk on it for a while. So if you guys liked it, hey, feel free, comment, let us know what you guys liked, let us know what you didn't like. And by all means, you know, you want your question, you want us to ask your question, you want comments on your own question, you want us to discuss it. Hey, our Reddit is r/step sergeant. Go on, post your comment on the posts we already got on there, and build some traction. We'll be happy to talk about it next time.
Yeah.
Host Tim, take it away.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for tuning into the Steps Arm podcast. You know, we post a new one every Friday, so tune in next week. And until then,
Toodles.